So you know the ones when you're listening to a song that you really like and you're like, that's my tune.
That's my tune.
Hey, what's good? I'm Jojo B and this is That's My Tune, the podcast providing song reviews and interviews. Today's guest is Ruth Ellen and we'll be discussing her song New Day. So sit back, relax, enjoy this vibe and I'll be back. And remember, if you're listening via YouTube, the link of the song is in the description box. I'll be right back after this. So everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Ruth Ellen. Yay!
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, girl. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So yeah, let's get into it. I want to start off with asking, like, you sing and you also play the guitar. Like, what got you into doing those things?
Okay. I mostly sing. I barely play the guitar.
Okay.
I mean, I should be a lot better at the guitar than I am, and I do wish to one day play the guitar whilst gigging and stuff, but we're not quite there yet. But
okay.
Getting into singing, like,
Yeah.
I've done that since I was young. Like, when I was younger, I was always like leading worship at church.
Okay.
I still do now.
Okay.
But, like, I've always been doing that from when I was young. Also going to school, to a Christian school. We had a gospel choir. We had a dope gospel choir.
Ooh.
St. Martin's in the Field, shout out to
Hey, they're very known for their singing. Yep, St. Martin's was very known for that. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Jordan was sick, man. He really taught us a lot. So I think that had a massive, like, contribution to, like, my ear with music and harmonies. I think I learned how to harmonize whilst I was, like, during that time as well. So yeah, and then fast forward, like, maybe about 10 years ago, started, like, gigging at, like, different events and stuff. And then I was at uni, did, like, the circuit there in Southampton, had a residency and stuff, and then came back to London after uni, and then I think it all just took off from there because people sort of saw what I was doing in Southampton. So I was doing music, and it looked, I think that made it look a lot bigger than what I was doing. So when I came back, I kind of hit the ground running again, doing gigs and stuff in that acoustic scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. You had a residency in uni. What was that like?
Oh, so back in uni, so in that city, so Southampton, there'd be, like, the music scene there. You'd have loads of, like, wine bars and stuff. So every Friday or every Thursday, there'd be a particular singer that would do certain like covers for a couple of hours and stuff at these places. So yeah, that was cool. Like, that was really good for just, like, building up my confidence, learning new songs. And getting paid.
yeah, we all need to get paid out here. That's really cool. So talk to me more about this guitar thing. What got you interested in it, and why is it you're not as good as you could be on it right now?
Well, let's start with the second question. I'm not as good because I'm lazy. Like, for the amount of time I've been learning, I should be able to do a lot more. Like, I only actually just want to be able to pick.
Yeah.
And I can't pick. I can only, like, strum this one pattern. Like,
Can you do bar chords yet?
No, like, I can't. Like, nah. When I was having lessons, like, my guitar teacher was basically, shout out to Phil, he was basically showing me alternatives to bar chords because I just didn't have the strength in my hands. But we're gonna get over that one. Yeah, but I loved the guitar, man. Like, I've always, from when I was back at uni having the residencies, I always had a guitarist. Like, it was always me guitar. Like, someone else was playing guitar, and I thought I could make so much more money if I was playing guitar on my own. Like, you know. So I really wanted to just have that freedom to, like, even with my writing, I wanted to be able to, like, write with it, which is the main reason why I use it now, to write. that's great. Like just to have like a basic structure,
Yeah.
get some chords down. That is really helpful for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I just wanted to gain more independence by
Mm.
learning and doing as much as I could on my own.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because guitar is like, especially an acoustic guitar, is a lightweight instrument for the most part. You can just carry it anywhere. And yeah, but it's hard to get around. I used to learn guitar as well, and I was like, no, I can't do this. Bar chords is what sent me over the edge. I was like, what the hell? I can't do that. But do you know what? I do actually want to get back into acoustic guitar one day. I don't know when, but I would like to get back to that. But enough about me.
Bless you.
So you released a track called New Day, which we'll touch on in a moment. But what I'd like to know is about you opening up for Chrisette Michele at Jazz Cafe. Tell me how you got that. I need to know more. I've seen the pictures and you look. Please tell us more. Tell us more.
I knew the promoters.
Right.
Well, I say this is the promoter duo.
Okay.
And I knew one of them. I've known him for years.
Okay.
Maybe like about 5 years.
Right.
I met him through my friend Dominique. She really had a connection with him.
Okay.
And I think we were at like a show like 5 years ago, a Billy Dukes show.
Okay.
And that's when like I had that first introduction.
Okay.
And I think Dominique was doing something like this with them 5 years ago. So then that's how I learned that he was a promoter and that she had to sell tickets and blah blah blah. He came to a couple of my shows, so I used to put on well, I say used to, like it doesn't happen anymore. It's gonna happen again, but my shows, Ruth Ellen and Friend, little showcases that I put on, and he's come to a few of those. So he's got a feel of like my music, like what I do, and the type of crowd I'm trying to like reach and stuff. So he's really enjoyed that, and oh god, I lost my train of thought.
Oh no.
Anyways, there was something else I was gonna say, but I can't remember now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's it. I then had the opportunity to open for someone else a few years ago, but they only gave me like 2 weeks notice.
Oh wow.
And the whole point is like the independent artists or the support acts are meant to be bringing crowds. Like that's basically what we're meant to be doing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't anywhere at that time. Like, how am I going to sell tickets?
Exactly.
In 2 weeks.
Exactly.
So I turned down that opportunity, and that was another dream that would have been like another dream come true kind of thing. So I humbly bowed out of that one, and I said, you know what, another opportunity is going to come, and I'm going to be in the right place to either like, take it and invest in myself and make it happen. Fast forward 3 months ago, again, my girl Dominique opened for somebody through them at the Jazz Cafe, and I was supporting her, taking like her behind the scenes photos and videos and stuff. So I was backstage, and then the promoter was like, "Oh yeah, like we're actually bringing over Chrisette." I screamed because Chris, I'm already a fan of hers. I've been to 2 of her shows in London. 10 years ago, I saw her perform there at Jazz Cafe. And I saw her at the O2 Islington. I went to that show on my own. Like, I'm a fan. Like, go and see her kind of thing. So then he noticed that reaction. I said to myself, listen, I'm gonna open for this show. And I wrote it in my journal as well. I'm gonna open for this show. I thought I was gonna have to butter up this situation. Like, I didn't have to do any of that. They called me on the following Sunday. It's just like, yes, you know about the show. Would you like to open? I said, oh, in my head I was screaming. But I said, oh, let me get back to you.
You're so funny.
I'll call you right back.
I'll call you back. Let me look at the schedule. Let me talk to my manager.
Exactly. So yeah, like that's basically that. It was a lot, like still trying to sell these tickets and stuff, but we came through. The crowd, like a lot of people came out to support me, and even people who didn't even know who I was, like the crowd, they were with me, man. It was a beautiful experience, and I had the honor of meeting Chrisette as well.
What was that like?
Doesn't happen. She's beautiful, man. She's humble. She's she's very well collected in how she talks and how she presents herself. I know she was probably tired as well, jet lag, and obviously people came to see her, so everyone was so, you know, talk to her and, that's can be quite energy consuming.
Yeah.
But she allowed me to speak to her for a moment, and just before she left, she was
Mm.
leaving at the end of the night, and I hadn't got a picture of her, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I didn't want to run over when everyone else was running over. I
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
that I wanted to have my own like moment to connect with her.
Yeah.
So I was standing by the door taking my pictures under the Jazz Cafe sign.
Yeah.
He was essentially walking over and leaving. So I thought I'd just take that moment. Hey,
Yeah.
you were amazing. I was about to say you were so amazing, and like before I could even finish my sentence, she was saying those same exact words back to me, like already before I even finished my sentence.
Oh my God.
I couldn't believe it.
That's beautiful.
Anyways,
oh my God. Oh.
So we embraced, we gave each other a big hug.
Yeah.
She told me to go and look at something on YouTube,
Right.
which I didn't really catch at the time, but I've since been able to get in contact with her, and she's been able to show me. So already she's like I can see her being my mentor. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm really
Listen,
I'm really
that is amazing. Hang on to her, latch onto her, latch onto her, latch on, like disclosure, latch. You get me? Latch. that is lovely.
We took photos.
Yeah.
And then that was that really.
That is what I'm so happy for you. That is amazing. That is amazing. Oh, that's wonderful. So let's talk about New Day. What inspired you to write New Day?
Oh my goodness, New Day. Oh, this is such an important song for me.
Okay.
So funny enough, I wrote it before the pandemic. Well, started writing it before the pandemic. I had a first verse, a chorus, and a bridge. Couldn't finish the song. I didn't have a second verse. Like when we were first in the session.
Right.
So I co-wrote this with a friend of mine called Melvin.
Okay.
Who is a sick, very talented jazz musician, jazz guitarist.
Okay.
Right. Love jazz and love like neo soul and like alternate chords and stuff. But at the time of us writing this, like the chords that you hear in the song, I was like, it was a challenge for me. I was like, why are you throwing that there? Like, I just wanted to stretch me. I wanted to see how far I could go.
Yeah.
And so in that sense, that was very stretching for me. And then to be able to match that with the melodies, to match that with the lyrics. I think we were writing about the sun. I think we had like a little a task where we were just looking for different objects, and the sun was one of them. And then we like wrote down words to do with the sun, and like that's what built up the lyrics of the song. So fast forward to the pandemic now. I knew I wanted that song on the EP.
Okay.
I brought it to my producer Josh, and I was like, look, we've got this acoustic song and I want to kind of keep it stripped back because my vocals are shining on this and I want to be able to have that shine through. And he did a great job. Like he produced the song, but he didn't do too much. Like, I love the song. But I still didn't have a verse 2.
Right.
And the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And the pandemic was a very reflective time for me, like quarantine and lockdown, which I'm sure it was for a lot of people. And one of the things I really realized or noticed about myself is that I was living in a really small-minded and limiting space mentally. I wasn't really growing. I wasn't really pushing myself to do much. I wasn't seeing myself achieving much. I was dealing with a lot of low self-esteem and just not owning my space and owning my life. And so I had like this whole revelation of that during quarantine, and that birthed verse 2, which basically says, it's my time to plant my feet and stand up firmer. Through the storm, I'll see so much clearer. So like the first part of the song talks about next time around, I'll try a little harder, next time, blah, 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 because I knew that I was writing from a place of not actually being happy with where I was.
Okay.
I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah.
But you can see the transition lyrically in the song, like the
Mm-hmm.
verse 2, like
Yeah.
talking about next time, whereas verse 2, I'm talking about now time, like my
Yeah.
time is right now, like
Yeah.
my now is now. So that's basically where the song is coming from and how it's developed, and it's now like my anthem, my soundtrack to my life, because I've really been taking life by the horns
Mm-hmm.
in every way possible, musically, personally. So yes, this song is just a reminder to own the space you're in, and just to be the great person that God has created for us to be. Like,
So for anybody who wants to like find you on social media and that kind of thing, where can they find you?
cool. So the best place is my website, really,
Right.
because everything stems from there.
Okay.
Everything is, well, the website is www.itsruthellen.com.
Okay.
There's some exclusive content on there. I have a mailing list as well that
Okay.
I just keep people updated with, like exclusive stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
music that's not really out. Like, I've got a couple playlists, private SoundCloud playlists that just
Yeah.
have music that
Okay.
I haven't released yet,
Mm-hmm.
which you can only access through like the mailing list and
Mm-hmm.
reading my website and stuff.
Mm.
But also alternatively, like Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, everything is at It's Ruth Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, wherever you listen to music, it's Ruth Ellen. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
Google me.
Yeah, everybody Google her. Well, Ruth, I'm glad we got to speak. It was great to hear your story.
Thanks, girl. Thank you. No, I'm just to even say, like, a little bit more on New Day. Sorry, even though I released New Day like last year, I recently released the visuals. So visuals came out about a month or so ago. So
Okay.
again, that's out for everyone to go and check out and see. My sister
Okay.
Ruth, she produced and directed the video.
Okay.
Lolly as well was a DOP. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we had like a whole production team on that, which is really amazing. So
Cool.
yeah.
All right. I hope everyone checks that out. Well, Ruth, you have a great rest of the day. Bye.
Take care, lovely.
And that was the lovely Ruth Ellen. Thank you so much for your time. If you'd like to know more about the podcast, you most certainly can. Just go on linktr.ree/TMT_podcast. You'll find Spotify, YouTube, all the social media. And if you'd like to email, it's that'smytunepodcast@gmail.com. I'll be back with another episode soon. But until then, have a great day. And yeah, bye.